whatever you got going on is going good. If not, you're in the right place. Let's start laying on our backs. For practice, as always, whatever you want. Blocks, blanket, strap, bolster. If you want to put something underneath you as you're laying here, feel free. And just kind of let the body go wherever it wants to. So it might be a big starfish. It might be supta baddha, soles of the feet to touch, knees wide. Maybe knee knock, knees together, feet wide. Just arrange the lower extremity so that it's comfortable, and the upper extremity so that it's comfortable. Shoulder blades spread wide, chin a little to the chest. Soften the eyes. Bring your awareness to your breathing. And right away, notice how easy or hard, or you're not really sure, it is for you to concentrate on your breathing. Follow the inhales so that you feel the aliveness of the breath on the inhalation. Also, there's the aliveness of the body. And as you exhale, just bring awareness into the lower half of the body. Try to find the legs, hips, feet. Inhale aliveness. Ground as you breathe out. All you gotta do is find the bottom of the exhale. Just 3 more and then we'll get moving. Inhale and exhale through the nostrils, tip of the tongue behind the top teeth. Roof of the mouth lifting like it's a clogged up chimney. Cheekbones wide, eye sockets wide, a little bit of grit in the back of the throat. One more breath. Long body stretches. You inhale. If we were going to stay there any longer, I was going to fall asleep. That means I need a nap. Arms long, legs long. Sometimes I like to scoop the head up with my hands, pull the back of the skull a little bit away from the neck, and then lift the head, draw the chin towards the chest. You can rock the head a little side to side there. Easy in the neck. You're just kind of turning the head with the hands. Good. And then as you lower the head back down, shoulder blades wide, chin to the chest, legs come up in the air. And just give your legs a shake out, some movement. Feel the aliveness of the legs now. Move the toes, the ankles, the calves, the meat on them, the meat on the thighs, meat on the sit bones. The thighs are what rotate. So you can kind of rotate the thighs and wag the legs like dog tails. Nice. All right, right leg staying up, left leg goes down. Anchor your left leg. So flex your left foot, make your left calf really heavy, the left thigh really heavy, arms long by the side. Try to keep the low back down here, front rib in. Flex the right foot. Few breaths. Just draw this right leg as close towards the body that you can without grabbing the back of it and without lifting the low back or popping the front rib out and getting a huge arc in the back. Good, and then just roll the right ankle out a few times, go in both directions. Spread the hands, kick through both heels. Take an inhale, right leg is straight. As you exhale, bend the right knee, right heel to the back of the right thigh. Breathe in, right leg goes straight. Just 2 more. Exhale, bend the right knee, heel to thigh. Straighten on inhale. Bend on exhale. Good, and then straighten the right leg up in the air. Left hand, lift the chest and the head. Left hand grabs the outside of the right foot, or you can grab to the outside of any part of your right leg with the left hand. And then just start to drop the chest, drop the head. Draw the right leg a little more towards you. Relax the left shoulder. Take a few breaths here. Knee can always bend. Like, don't try to work too much for this. Let the knee bend or walk the hand a little bit lower so the pose works for you. You're not trying to work for the pose right now. Nice, and then just, you're loaded, so gently release that right leg, switch legs. Scissor, left leg straight up in the air, right leg is straight, kick through both heels, right leg heavy, calf wide, thigh wide and heavy. Imagine like a sandbag on top of the right leg here, keeping it down, arms by the side, palms face down, flex through the left foot, and just draw the left leg towards you a bit. Keep the low back down, the left hip down, front rib in, chin to chest. Few breaths. Roll the left ankle, both directions. Good, and then breathe in, squeeze on the whole body a little bit. Exhale, bend the left knee, left heel, back of the left thigh. 2 more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend as much as you can. Heel to back of thigh. 1 more. Soft shoulders, soft jaw, soft head. Exhale, bend. Good, and then straighten. Chest up. Right hand grabs the outside of the left foot or anywhere on the outside of the left leg with the right hand. Knee can bend too. Start to drop the chest, let the head go. You can always prop underneath your head too. A few breaths here. Let's say 3. Nice. Alrighty. And then both legs up in the air. Release the hand away from the foot. Just hang out here for a moment or two. Viparita Karate. So legs are in the air, but just relax the legs so the weight of the legs, therapeutics of the hip. And some of you may have heard me say, like I got this from Marina, when you're kind of more moving in the vinyasa, the breath to movement with the asana, you can imagine you're walking down this like long, quiet hallway and it just keeps getting quieter and quieter and quieter. Here you can, I mean, you're probably alone right now. So just this knowing that you're in the room alone, it's just you here and it's quiet. See what that gives you. You already brought yourself this far. All right, left leg goes straight, right leg up. Left hand grabs the outside of the right foot. Lower the chest, lower the head. Just give this IT a little stretch. And then when you're ready, change. Left leg up, right leg going down. Right hand grabs the outside of the left foot. Head can turn left here. Give a little pull. And just side to side. A few more times on your own. one more each side. When left leg is up, my head is turning left. When right leg is up, my head turns right. But work what's kind of naturally happening. Good. Alright. Just a happy baby. Last thing here. Either grab the outer foot, or you can always grab the backs of the thighs. Try to keep low back down, 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 down. Good. Shoulder blades wide, chin to the chest. Soles of the feet up. You don't have to go really wide in happy baby. You can keep the legs just as wide as your torso. Soles of the feet up. And then you just pull the feet a little bit down. Think about as the low back comes down, the thighs start to draw down to the side ribs. Good. Okay, while we're down here, let's just give a little twist. Knees together. Drop the knees over to the left. Windmill the right arm up and open. Right arm right. Maybe gaze right, few breaths. And then other side as you're ready. Curl the knees to the chest. Knees to the right. I don't really care too much if you move the hips over to the left. Work what you want. It's nice for the pelvis to move the hips a little bit to the left when the knees are right or vice versa, but I don't always. Soft shoulders. 2 more breaths. Wherever there's rib, there's lung. Front, sides, back, low, high, diagonal. We center. And then just rock and roll up and down the length of the spine a few times. Could be a plow to a boat or just rock. Sometimes while I'm rocking, I just like to grab the toes and kind of manually move them with my hands, curl them to the shin, kind of push them forward, even grabbing the toes and kind of pulling them out of the foot a little bit is nice. Just elongates the whole foot. Tabletop is where we'll meet. And just start to take a few cat-cows. If you want a child's pose, that might feel good before you come up. So take your time. Once you're cat-cowing, flip the wrist. So fingertips either to the side walls or fingertips to the thighs. Good. One more cycle, and then it'll be neutral tabletop. Fingertips are going to turn back forward, and we're just going to start on the left because that's the side that you can see of mine right now. From tabletop, extend the left leg back up in the air and just give it a good stretch. Front rib stays in, push the hands down. Good, and then just bend your left knee. Lift the left thigh up. Keep breathing. Fire hydrant your left leg out to the left. So point the left knee to the left, left thigh parallel to the ground. And then you're going to drop the knee down and just tap it to the right knee, and 2 more of those. They're just circles. Go up with the thigh, knee is bent. Out with the knee, thigh parallel to the ground. And then down, left knee taps the right. 1 more. So you're just isolating your left hip here. Lubricate the thigh and the hip socket. Good, and then inhale, left leg goes straight, pull the hands back, lift the chest, knee, nose, round curl, exhale, 2 more of those. Breathe in, you lift the leg, you pull, slide the hands back a little bit, chest forward, curl as you exhale, knee, nose, push the hands forward and down as you curl it. 1 more. Good, and then you're going to go left leg long behind you, tuck the left toes, and just start to rock a little bit back and forth. Get into the left calf, so push the hands forward, push your left heel back. And then you'll push the hands down, lift the right knee up, half pigeon. Swing your right shin forward. Land on the top of the right foot. Oftentimes you'll be flexing the foot and you'll be on the outer edge of the foot. So try to go top of right foot. You can prop it here. You can absolutely stay up or drop it down. Forearms or blocks. 5 breaths. If you're on your forearms, pivot them in, and then you can interlace the hands and just pull your forearms a little bit back. I think of like pulling reins on a horseback. Elbows start to slide towards the hip. Chest goes forward. Good, and then you're going to come up here, start to roll to the outer right hip, and then adjust the legs so they're at a 90-90. You got to bend the left knee, readjust the right leg. So the ankles, both of them, are in line with the knee. The knee is in line with the hip, 90-90, both legs. Hands behind you. You start to windshield wipe the legs side to side. When I windshield wipe, then I'm going to thrust the hip a little bit forward, hug the hip forward. And then you soften the hip, come through center, go to the other side. Once the knees drop, thrust the hip a little bit forward. And then to unstabilize it, if you want, try hands to the heart, keep the chest up as you rock. And then when you rock, there's a good twist here. You go to the right with the knees, you twist to the right. Breathe, come through center, spread the toes. It's going to charge the whole thing up. Twist to the left a little. Hand could always come down, and there's a nice side bend. So you could twist right hand down, left arm up and over. Not much of a side bend, more of a lift. But if you place the hand and then you bend the elbow, let the elbow or the forearm drop and then side bend it, that could be good. And just explore. That's how I just found this right now. Just exploring. Next time you go over to the left, deer. So you're just going to drop down onto the forearms and lay over the left thigh. A few breath cycles. Remember, use the props as you need. Good, quiet room, just you in here. It's getting quieter and quieter and quieter. Just patience. Practice the patience when you're being squeezed and there's impatience. You can just note the word patience to yourself. And then also there's patience even when you're present. There's patience. Good. Alrighty. And then start to lift up. And we're just going to go reverse table from here. Don't worry about like being on or off the mat. Just come to the sit bones. Parallel the feet hips width, hands behind you. You want to really get the L shape of the hand heavy here, spread wide. Shoulder head forward, so you're not arcing, back bending. There, you're gonna lift, but it's not a back bend. Shoulder head forward, tricep forward, chin to the chest. Don't lift the head, lift the hips. Inhale, shoulder head forward, tricep forward. Use the glutes, maybe head back. 3. L shape, 2, hands. Good, and then lower down. You're just making your way back to tabletop, facing the front of the mat. 2 rounds cat-cow. Cow on inhale. Cat on exhale. Alrighty, tabletop. Same thing, second side. Right leg back and up as you inhale. Push the hands forward, front rib stays in. Give your left shin a good push too, unless the left toes are tucked. You want to give it good base here. Good, and then bend the right knee, flex the right foot to the sky, lift the right thigh, and then fire hydrant the right leg. Isolate it, right hip. These are really hard for me. Right knee out to the right, thigh parallel to the ground, and then drop the right knee, tap it to the left, just kind of hover it. 2 more. Up, circle out, down. Good, 1. And then inhale, right leg long, pull the hands back, chest up. Exhale, round and curl, knee, nose, chin, chest, hands push forward. 2 more. Drop onto the forearms here if it's too much on the wrist. Good, and then leg up, right leg behind you, tuck the toes. Get into the calf, rock a little forward and back. And then you're gonna lift the left knee, hover it, half pigeon. Left shin comes forward, come to the top of the left foot, make adjustments, use the props as you need, and come down whenever you're ready, about 5-ish breaths. Aliveness, patience on inhale, grounding and patience on exhale. Two more. Maybe that Sphinx with the forearms, you're on the forearms, pivot them in, pull the forearm back, Chest pulls a little forward. And then lift the chest up. Roll to the outer left hip. 90-90 the legs. Hands can come behind you and just start those windshield wipes. And make them your own. So you can keep the fingertips on the ground and twist and bow and come down. You could like cartwheel the hands around. You could just keep the hands behind you. You could keep the hands at the heart. Those side bends. Sometimes these are nice too if you got something going on in the top of the glute. You can kind of just rock and massage it. That's there too. All right, and then we'll meet in the deer. So you go to the right, twist over the right thigh. You can stay up or drop to forearms or any amount down. A few breaths. One. And then we're coming up. Let's just go right to the top of the mat on this one. Downward facing dog. Put 51% of the weight in the knuckle of the hand, 49% of the weight in the heel of the hand. I always question my math. But 51 in the knuckles, 49 in the heel of the hand. Arms real long. So giving a little less weight to the heel of the hand is going to help your wrists get taller. Let your forearms lift up. Good, and then let's get into the feet. So heels up, inhale, bend the knees and just stretch the bottoms of the toes. So nice and slow, and you can do that a few times. Straighten, heels up, bend the knees, get to the bottoms of the toes. Keep pushing the hands forward. One more. Nice. Walk to the top. And take a little ragdoll. Widen the feet, grab opposite elbow, dangle side to side. Good, lift the chest halfway, inhale, step the left leg back, drop the left knee down, exhale, Anjaneyasana as you inhale, float the arms forward and up, squeeze the cheeks, push the right foot a little bit forward, relax the tailbone, lift the side ribs, breath. One more inhale, half splits on the exhale. Hands come down, maybe on the blocks. Shift the hips back. Flex the right foot. Pull the right heel back towards you like you're dragging it through mud. And then bow and fold over the right leg. Exhale. Good, do that twice more. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Bend into the right knee. Float the arms forward and up. Exhale, half split. One more. Good, and then we're gonna go into a modified extended side angle. So bend into the right knee, low lunge. Left knee's gonna stay down, but you're gonna lift the left shin, pivot the left shin behind you to the right. Maybe a block underneath your right hand. Let's go right hand inside of the right foot. If you're not using the block, see if maybe you can turn your right fingertips to the right and stand on the right forefingers with the arch of the right foot. Scoop your tailbone a bit. You're gonna windmill your left arm forward, breathe in, and then up. Good, so tailbone heavy, give it good base. Push into points of contact with the ground. Push the right arm into the right leg. Try to bring the chest forward, a little more space from the hip to the armpit. And maybe chin away from chest. Back of skull back. And then we'll reverse this. So you gotta push through the right foot, lift the chest up, left hand to left hip or left calf or the ground. Right arm goes up, breathe in. Maintain breath. Lift up. Windmill the hands to the mat. Tabletop. Ashtanga Pranam, so knees, chest, chin. You take a cow, inhale, shift the shoulder over the wrist, open the front of the throat, bend the elbows into the side ribs, keep the butt up, lower the chest and the chin, roll the shoulder head from the front to the back, tuck the toes, lift the knees, slide the legs back, untuck the toes, walk the hands back a little, low cobra, breathe in. And down dog. Breathe out, 3 breaths. One. Gaze forward, lift the heels, inhale. You could bend the knees, get into the toes and tiptoe to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Bow, breathe out. 3 breaths, just angle. Spread the toes so they're long and soft. Weight a little more to the front of the foot. Try to make the front of the neck as long as the back of the neck. Long, quiet hallway. The chest is lifting up, right leg is stepping back, right knee comes down as you breathe out. Anjaneyasana, inhale. You know where we're going, so really just take any arm expressions here. You could cactus the arms, you could keep the hands at the heart, or reach the arms up into a big Y shape. The exhale breath is a half split. So if I'm not finessing my feet and my legs as much as I might sometimes, I'm just going from Anjaneyasana, push the left foot forward, shift the hips back, and then I'm pivoting my right shin in just a little bit to stabilize me. And I like to tuck the toes, flex the left foot with the left leg straightening-ish. Pull the left heel back. Remember, you're trying to pull the left heel to the right knee. Push the right knee to the left heel, and then bow. Good. 2 more. That's just how it kind of works for me. Explore it so it works for you. And then preparing for that modified side angle. Bend into the left knee, but adjust the right knee as you need, and then you lift the right shin, pivot the right shin behind you. Left hand inside of the left foot on this one. Use the left arm to push into the left leg, maybe. Turn left fingertips left, stand on the left fingers. And then you're gonna scoop the tail. Make the flesh on the sit bones heavy. Good, chest forward, right arm goes forward, breathe in, windmill, up. 3 breaths. Good, and then you're gonna go reverse. So you gotta push the left foot down, lift up, go up and back, right hand hip, calf, ground or block, breathe all the way in. Easy, keep breathing. And then you're coming up, breathe in, windmill the hands to the mat, tabletop, breathe out. Cow on the inhale, try the Ashtanga Pranam again. So it's cow, open the front of the throat, shift the shoulder forward over the wrist. As you breathe out, keep the butt up, bend the elbows to the side ribs, lower the chest and the chin, roll the head of the shoulder from the front to the back. Pause here for a breath or two. Hands are kind of pushing forward. Toes are tucked. Lift the knees, slide the legs back, untuck the toe, low cobra or up dog, breathe in. Down dog or child's, breathe out. 3 breaths. Good, and then let's go into a puppy from here. So from tabletop, I like to tuck the toes to stabilize and bring the knees a little wider, especially when I'm not trying to work too hard in it. Tailbone up, sit bones up, walk the hands forward, just go for length. Don't worry about the depth will come when you lower the chest, lower the head. Five breaths, mid ribs. Some of you could go chin down, that'll happen intuitively, don't force it. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Stay connected to the pads of the fingers. Good, and then we're gonna come all the way to the belly. So kind of lift the arms up, bend the elbows, lower to the abdomen. Forehead down, legs long, arms by the side, palms facing down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just lift everything up. It's just 5, 4. Start to bring your pinkies together. Someday they'll be able to touch. 3, 2, 1. And then rest, either cheek down, relax. Forehead down, either arms long by either arms long by the side, or interlace the hands at the low back. Good. Finish the next exhale. Push the pelvis down. Inhale. Lift everything up. So shoulder blades slide together and down. Front of shoulder head away. Front of shoulder head to back of shoulder head. Think about the lowest part of your shoulder blade being like a turtle, and it's nesting into your low rib. Spread those toes. One more breath. Good. Other cheek down. Rest. Breathe out. Get the breath into the back of the lungs. Good, and then let's just end it with some scorpions. Left arm out to the left, walk your left hand a little in front of your left shoulder. You might need to adjust the angle of the arm, so feel free. Right hand under the right shoulder, bend the right knee, lift the right thigh. Think a little cobra here. And then as you roll to the left, you want to crawl your left fingers a little up and over. We don't want your left shoulder head to flip in. You want to keep your armpit open and the shoulder head neutral. And then come through center and just go to the other side. Right arm out to the right. Play with the angling, left hand under shoulder, bend left knee, lift the chest, lift the thigh, think cobra, and then roll. And just take a few more at your own pace. There's no rush. If it's coming along, you could try bending your elbow. So if I'm going left arm out to the left, I bend the elbow 90 degrees. Palm can face down, or you can turn to the outer edge, the pinky side edge of the hand. And watch how when I roll, if I just roll, I'm gonna get stuck. My left shoulder head flipped in and now I'm stuck. So I am gonna roll, but I lift the arm, push the right hand down, and I lift the arm, and I'm pulling my left ribs over to the right, and then I place and roll over. So you just gotta clear the space to make the space, right? All right. One bow. Forehead down, bend the knees. Reach back, grab for either the ankles or the feet. Outer edges. Not edges, but the outside. Good, and then come on down with the grip still, so don't lift up yet. Breathe. Roll the shoulder head back. And then you're just gonna lift the thighs up. And then lift the chest up. Take a few breaths. Thighs up, chest up. Thighs up, chest up. You can play. If you want to rock back a little, feel free. I'm trying to untrain myself from rocking back so much. I'm trying to stay right in between the top of the pelvis and the ribs. Good. Calm down. Either cheek to the mat, windshield wipe the knees, legs side to side. And child's pose, backs of the lungs with the breath. And then as you're ready, we're just going to Shavasana. So walk the hands back, roll to either hip, lay down, get comfortable. You can always prop or move close to a wall, legs up the wall. If you have a couch around, it's nice to go legs up on the couch. Let your hair out, let the glasses come off, or anything that's obstructing the face. Of course, if there's anything else you need, feel free to take it. A deep V with the legs might feel good, or a happy baby Supta Baddha. Patience. slow, loose, quiet. So encourage these things, and they are there. They'll appear when they appear. Just watching impermanence here. Whatever is of nature to arise in the mind is also of the nature to pass. So when that stuff arises in the mind that we have aversion to, that we just don't want, we have resistance towards, there's patience there that you can practice, and then you'll watch how actually quickly it kind of goes. And then you're just in the ripple effect of it, you're just present. And then it might come back. And then you practice the patience again. And then it goes, and then you still are with the patience. So see if you can be with patience in both the squeezing and the presence, and the bliss, the joy, the peace. Enjoy your Shavasana, y'all. I'll leave you here. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.